Good morning, everyone, and welcome to the 1 year episode. I'm like going high five. Welcome to another episode of Viva Cafe con Leche, and it is the 1 year episode. We have been doing this show. We started the show on May 9th was our pilot episode, and then May 11th was our actual first episode. I think it was May 11th.
It was May 11th.
Yes. It couldn't be because today's
9, 10,
May 11th.
11. Yeah.
9. No, it was 12th. The 12th. Because it was a Tuesday. We did a Saturday.
We had the day in between, yeah.
Yeah. So we started our first official episode on May 12th, and we were celebrating moms. Remember, we were talking about sexy moms.
Are you a sexy mom?
Are you a sexy mom? And we're going to go through the list today with our guests, and we're going to talk about the shows and how far we've come and all kinds of interesting stuff. And we're going to see where the conversation takes us as usual, because that is what this show is all about. And we're so glad that you are here, and we are going to put it out there. Share, start watch parties. This has got to be, we had one fantastic year, and now we want to get the second year. We want to triple, quadruple, quintuple our followers, our likes, our shares, and all that fun stuff. So we want to see the views like skyrocket, and it is all because of you, the tribe. So thank you for being here for us and hanging out and just letting this show happen and grow. So I am Dr. Lori Monaco. I am the Badass Buddha. I am your authenticity teacher, speaker, and coach, your chiropractic physician, and your fat eviction specialist. Welcome to the 1 year episode.
Hola, mi gente. Namaste. Animo today. We're excited. We're like silly excited. It's a year, of this baby we birthed during a pandemic, and we're still here, and we're still strong, and we're growing by the day. So that's all. Thank you to the fans who are out there. Keep coming, keep sharing, bring people on who need to hear words of encouragement, of inspiration, and just direct them and then participate with the whole growth of it all. So I am La Margarita, your spiritual and creative healing life coach, your wedding officiant, your writer, your artist, your magically orgasmic being.
Of course, can't be anything but.
And welcome to Viva Cafe con Leche and our 1 year celebration.
Yes. Yep. Celebrate good times. Come on.
What? I thought you were going to say celebration. I don't even know the song.
Cool in the Gang. Wasn't that Cool in the Gang? Right? It's Cool in the Gang. So good morning. Yes. So today is actually, we're going to do a 90-minute episode because, most of the time our episodes are over 60 minutes anyway. Let's be realistic. So we're going to do a 90-minute episode. We're going to have a lot of laughs, a lot of conversation about past stuff. We have a round table of guests coming on. We have our faves. I mean, listen, we've had all phenomenal guests. We really have. And we continue to have these phenomenal guests come on. We had asked Ephraim to come on, but he couldn't make it. He was one of our fan favorites, but he was speaking in Miami, so he wasn't able to come on. So hopefully he'll be here in spirit. And but we have Liza Tuck coming on today. We have Byron Roquemore coming on, and we have Gladiator Guru's badass daughter, Tiffany, coming on. And we're going to be sharing in some laughs and conversation. And we're very excited. Like, we really are. I mean, we kind of, I think in our heads had really hoped that we could do something even on a grander scale. But considering that things are still not where they really need to be, because we had talked about this and we thought, oh my God, it would be so much fun to go to like an actual coffee house and broadcast live. So we'll plan for that for next year, or maybe like a venue and have like a big live crowd at the same time. That would be spectacular, right? If everybody get their ass up and go to the place at like 8 a.m, because that's the other thing, right? It's easy to be like in your house listening to us online, but to come actually to a venue and listen to us live, that would be
awesome.
Great, but a lot to ask of some people, right? So you want to do some shout outs to people, and you've been sharing, right? You've been putting.
Yes.
Okay. I'm going to share too.
All right. Shout outs. Let's see. Tiffany Bryant and my sister Connie. Good morning, Luis. Buenos dias, Michelle Houston. Yay. My son-in-law, Janice, I love you. Let's see. I'm losing track. Natalie Forte, my beautiful daughter-in-law. I don't see anyone else on my phone on my end.
Okay.
So welcome, buenos dias. Here we are. We're going to talk about coffee.
Okay, let's talk about coffee.
What's in your cup?
You know what? I don't remember the name of it. It's from it's the brand from Target, which, I know I got cheap, I guess, but it's actually not too bad. It's actually quite tasty. So I just don't remember. And I looked at it before we came into the studio, and I was like, I got to remember the name, B&G or something like that.
Listen, mi gente, if she don't know, then I sure as hell don't know, because I'm drinking coffee in her house, Maron. Like what? But
yes.
In celebration, what's in your coffee cup?
What's in my coffee cup? Well, let me see. My coffee cup is some good shit, and it's very strong, and I'm going to be awake all day. We're celebrating Viva Cafe con Leche. It doesn't matter how big. I like big cups that I cannot lie. No other brother can deny. Wait a minute. Give me them. Look, I like big cups that I cannot lie. No, or they could also be a bra. Like we could sort of be like, we could be like Madonna. Okay. I'm living in a material, right? No?
Give me my damn cup. Hola, Kimberly. She's like, Mira, Margie, I'm here. Yes, you are here. Janet, my beautiful sister. All of you are my beautiful people. And I thank you for coming on and sharing with us as we celebrate.
Can you
Viva.
handle this? This is the question. Can you handle the big cups?
And that's what we have done. Birthing and growing this show during a worldwide pandemic, just participating in the virtual love of sharing across the world, just bringing sunshine early in the morning to those around us, creating sunshine within us so that we can get up and do this while we were dealing with other things. And that's called love, and that's called compassion, and that's called celebrating the life that you have in little pieces and little bits throughout your day. It's not always a big party. It's those little moments that you share in gratitude with yourself and celebrate that you actually smile through those moments, or before a moment or after a moment, but that you smile. So that's what this is about. This is the abundance of love and kindness and gratitude that we here at Viva encompass within ourselves and share with everyone who takes time out to grace us with their presence. So this is all for you, mi gente.
That's right.
And for 20 years more.
And syndication and like all this, like, and we want to get bigger and better. We want you to be like, I knew them when they were just on YouTube
with
and had like 10 people. Yeah.
But it's like I said, we had a clubhouse yesterday, and I said, sometimes we get so caught up in how well our posts are doing. And we had a guest from Australia speak on our clubhouse yesterday, and she was saying how she was feeling that she's in a small town. But let me tell you something. It's in those moments that you really, like, okay, maybe I can say it in terms that we all understand. Our first car was a hoopty. It probably was patch up with Bondo, because I know mine was. So my car was like gray with that rust colored Bondo all over it, right? And I was just so proud to have my first car,
right, man.
which today's generation doesn't value that. But that taught us back then when our first car had to be a hoopty, and we were so grateful for it. And we gassed it up and cleaned the windshield. We wouldn't let nobody drink in it or drive it, because it was ours.
And then you would start it, and you'd be like, okay, here we go.
Come on, baby. Come on.
Oh, yes. It started today. Mine, somebody tried to steal mine because it was a hand-me-down. Somebody tried to steal mine, and they had cut out the key in the driver's side. So for me, when I used to get into the car, I used to just throw a stick in there and pop it up to unlock the car. I didn't even use my key.
But the thing is that the appreciation was real. The gratitude for having a first car was real. So with this, when you're starting a new project and, let's leave out the expectations and assumptions about family and friends. But we start on a journey because it is our passion, because we love what we do. Then all of a sudden it turns into checking your phone every day to see how many likes you got, how many shares you got. And that takes away from the beauty of why you started something in the first place. And I'm not going to lie, there are days we go through that as well, because Viva's our baby. And we want to see it flourish and grow and take those steps and pop out with the first teeth and all of that. We want to see all of that. And we want to share that with everybody. But at the end of the day, we show up. We've showed up every day. I missed 2 shows. One because I was deathly sick. And the other one is...
You were flying.
I was flying.
It was a little hard for you to get on.
At that time. So I apologize for that. The badass Buddha was here from day one. So, and that's how we balance each other out. So all that to say is, although we did have those frustrating moments as to why we haven't made it on the Oprah yet, right? Why we are not sitting on Super Soul Sunday talking about
we
Viva
wonder
yet.
Why we have 200 views where the cat licking a popsicle has like 5 million.
Yeah.
So yeah, that does sometimes cross our mind.
It does. But then we say we trust the process. And this show is for those who need to hear and need to share, because it's a 2-way street with us. We give you, you give us, and then everybody receives abundance and joy and peace and some type of knowledge, which later on fills you with wisdom, and then you become a motherfucking sage. So that's our job. So all of this social media, it's just statistics. And the thing is, love what you do, love it well, practice it with your full heart, and it will blossom, because just like the trees and the bushes and the flowers, they don't need us to grow. They know what they have to do because they are who they are. And that's what I think we all need to remember. Good morning, Deb Voyek and Desiree. Wojtek. I'm so sorry, Deb and Desiree. Buenos dias and thank you. So with that said,
and by the way, so listen, we're a little slow to the get-go sometimes because we're kind of new to the technology and stuff. So we don't check enough to see who the top fans are. And so we should be seeing fan badges on some of you guys because we have initialized fan badges. But I did look yesterday, and Deb is a top fan, and Linda McBee also, if she's probably not on yet, but so Deb, thank you. And we really encourage you, like this, it's not just about like, it's not an ego for us, but it's really fun to see, like, so I looked it up, but I'm like, who gets top fan badges? Like, we don't really pay attention to these things on Facebook. So top fan badge are people who share, who comment, who like stuff that we post, and so Deb and Linda McBee have gotten, so Linda McBee has gotten it for like the last like 2-3 months. So Deb and Linda are both the top for the month. So we encourage you to do that because, again, it's supposed to be showing it on there, but maybe it shows it on, let me see if it shows it on the actual, no, it's not showing it. So, oh yeah, there it goes. Okay. So when the person who's a top fan,
yeah, it shows up
on the feed, not on our end in the comments here on the StreamYard. But so, like, for instance, Deb's it says top fan. So we encourage you all to like go ahead and battle each other so you could get the top fan. And there is a way for us to determine who's the top fan for the week, who's the top fan for the month. And we can pay attention to these, who's shared the most, that kind of stuff, at least on Facebook. So we're going to start paying attention to that because we want to start celebrating the fact that you have supported us for so long. And we are going to be giving out prizes and doing fun things like that. So before we get into that conversation.
Yeah, I just want to say, remember, mi gente, no matter what you do, where you're at. Look at Lori is in a summer dress. And I'm in a freaking sweater, and we're in the same space, and I'm comfortable and she's comfortable. So you see the differences, but yet the sameness, because our end goal is the same. So remember just one thing, one line that I read and I share this quote: we rise by lifting others. And that's how it is in anything we do. The only competition you should have is with yourself, and we should share the love. Ana, buenos dias, mi amor. Kimberly, yes, Seaside Park would love to do that. Brenda Lugo, buenos dias. My sister said, good morning, beautiful ladies. Congratulations. So proud of you, sis. Love you. Thank you so much. And I think
there's Chanel. Good morning, Chanel. Real deal. And she is the real deal. That. She is the real deal.
So yeah. So all that is to say, it's just sheer kindness, feel the compassion so that it emanates from you. And then let's move forward. There's room for everybody to grow. So let's grow and be happy and celebrate. And if you want Lori to stand up and sing, I like big butts again, just
Big
put
cups.
it in the
Big
cups in the comment, because I'm still laughing over that shit. All right, let's go. Let's bring it up. Oh, we got to do our intentions.
We have to do our intention, right? So, and that was something else that we added. See, this is how organic things, we grow as we move forward. And we started off one way, and we look back at the older episodes. We were, had this going on. Then we started the intentions and the mantras, and then we got our opening introduction thing made by Francia, which was absolutely fantastic. And we just keep growing and growing. And that's the beauty of your life, is that you keep one-upping yourself. What could we do better? What could we do that's more exciting? So the intention for today really is just about the idea that we have gone through 1 year during a time that it was the most challenging for some people. And there's still a lot of challenge that we are still going through. There's still shifting going on. So some people got through 2020 okay and found that 2021 has been really challenging for them. And then others are just glad to be in 2021 and done with 2020.
Oh, I love 2020. It was a good love affair I had with that year. It really was.
2021 actually has been a little bit challenging for me. I've gone through some emotional releases a lot. So this is very interesting. And I've spoken to a few people and they've agreed with me. So intention for today is to review. My intention is to review my life for my 1 year and one up myself, celebrate my challenges for what I've learned. So what did I learn from that? And what am I going to do differently today? So that's the intention, is to look back at your 1 year, reflect, what were my challenges, celebrate them, what did I learn from them, and what am I going to do differently today? And that's what you're going to set your intention for, that today is a new day. Or as our friend Liza likes to say, it's start over. You could start over. So don't look back at what's happened if it was negative, just learn from it. And today will be the day that you move forward.
Yeah, that's beautiful. It's similar to my mantra. My mantra, that was beautiful, is
thank you.
I give gratitude to God when I celebrate my life. That's I give gratitude to God when I celebrate my life. My good, my bad, my not so good. It's still a celebration because I did great, I'm doing good, and I learned. And that's why I'm climbing. So I am grateful. I give gratitude to God when I celebrate my life. And that's all we need to do. Just be present, live our now, own your now, and live in your moment. And that's what we do. Carmen wrote something.
Carmen says, oh, and we have to honor Carmen. Again, we never could say it enough. If this wouldn't be here if it was not for Carmen. She says, good morning, ladies. Congrats and love you both. So proud of you for following your dream. And Carmen, it is thanks to you. And we need to always give kudos to Carmen, because Carmen is the master of celebration, truly. Like, she is the master of ceremonies,
of
for
being
sure.
intentional.
Of being intentional.
And for being so selfless that she'll get an idea. And she's like, I've always said, in the 20 plus years I've known her, she is an angel. She was an angel sent down to touch the lives of those she has touched, because she's so selfless that she'll be talking to you. She's like, oh, maybe you want to think about doing this.
Yeah, she's an idea person.
And she's like, I see you doing this. And let me tell you something. For those who watch and attended my book reading on Thursday, thank you. It was phenomenal. And for those who watched it, you saw Carmen in action, but it cut off because just technical difficulties. And those who were present saw Carmen, and she's just magical. Like, I don't even know what to say about this woman, but she, thank you. I just want to reach out. Thank you. Tiffany ordered a book from Maryland, and those who actually took the time to grace me with their presence. I love and appreciate that. But Carmen, if you need to hire an MC, she is the one you have to seek.
She
because
is so
this
fucking
woman
awesome.
said, surprised me. selling raffle tickets. I created a box and it's Margarita, and it was like this black and white polka dot paper. She put like coffee, a mug. She did all this, a fan, all this, right? And then she goes, our goal is to raise $100 tonight. And before you know it, before she even passed out her first raffle ticket, one gave $100 bill, another gave $100 bill, another gave $100 bill, and another gave $100 bill. And then the money just kept coming in. And I was like in awe that this woman is you just want to just strip your clothes in front of her and give them to her, because that's how peaceful she is when she's intentional on asking.
Well, you just like doing that because you just like getting naked.
I like getting naked, yeah. And
but
I said that
Carmen,
at the book reading
and
too.
But Carmen is so fucking funny. That's the other thing. Like, she is hilarious, and she gets people going, and she gets people excited. She is a dream creator. So if you're stuck, you know what we're going to do, Carmen? We're going to set you up one day, and we're going to put one of those little, like, whatever things on your head, and we're going to set you up, and we're going to sit you at a table, and people are just going to come and sit down, and you're going to create the dream for them. You're gonna sit with them for a moment. You're gonna go, I see you doing this.
Put that
with
up.
their magic ball, right?
Because she is just, she's grace. And
we're
what do you
making
do
her
when
cry.
somebody who's grace? You accept it, because she is that vessel that was sent to you to put you on your path towards your destiny, to fulfill your legend, to live in your purpose. And Carmen's not paying me for this little advertisement that we're doing right now. What I need her to know is that you give ideas, Carmen, like you said, and people make it happen, but you say it with such a feeling, like it just goes and seeps in through your pores and travels through your body and settles in your heart.
Yes.
And and then it happens. And that's what you do. So I thank you. I honor you. We honor you.
Yes, absolutely. We do. And I just want to also see that. So Chenille wrote, Gladiator mantra sounds remind me of my tattoo. What is your gift from God? What do you become as your God? Oh my God, I can't even read. What you become is your gift to God. So yes, thank you, Chenille. And that's awesome that's what you have on your body. Let's see what else we have. Carmen is an absolute dynamo. I'm so grateful that I got to finally meet her. That was Michelle. Michelle got to go to the reading. Desiree said your reading was so touching and elegant.
Thank you.
I was so sad that I missed it. What else?
Look, Carmen says, OMG, I love the Dream Creator.
Yes, that's going to be Carmen's new title, right?
Yep. And then Desiree.
Carmen, you're so great. People are drawn to you. Absolutely.
And we're talking about Carmen, and we're bringing her onto this platform without her being physically here, because she was that dream creator for us. And when you acknowledge who opened the door for you, who not only just unlocked it, but held it open for you to walk through. If you are successful, trust, people don't get there on their own. Remember and remind those around you who led you there, because we're all led by something. And sometimes God works in that way, where he will bring those people who will speak to you in such a way that it's like you're getting an IV.
Yeah.
Right? Like you're getting those extra bags of blood you need. Like Carmen's everybody's blood type. And just remember that when you have an event and you go, and you know what? And she deserves to be honored, and she deserves to be compensated, because she is magic, and you don't get that from just anybody. So Carmen, that's it I'm not talking no more about you.
That's it.
Now it's all about us.
Yes,
right?
you're done. We're done with you. We're not talking. Let's get Liza on, and then little while, it's pretty soon. I know Byron said he would be here after a certain point. Good morning, Liza.
I'm sorry we kept you waiting.
Yes, and then Tiffany will be on soon. And
I love listening to you ladies. It's never a wait. It's an actual pleasure.
Thank you.
It's a pleasure having you on, Liza. And listen, we got to tell you that the show that you did, that you jumped on last week.
Look at it. I love it.
Cup. I love your cup. That's fantastic. One of my friends.
Look at my coffee cup. What is this? Imagine power. Oh, imagine power.
And then
what's the bottom say?
Be free.
Be free. Oh, yep. I love it. That's my email address. Oh, yes. That's the hand.
This is the badass Buddha's cup. I'm over her house, remember?
Yeah. TJ Maxx, baby. Wait, let me see if I move it right. Okay, so here is my little Buddha cup.
Oh,
but inside the cup says, what you imagine, you create. What you think, you become. What you feel, you attract.
Mm.
I have
That's
to
it.
drink this every day.
All day.
Wait, you wanna put Carmen's
Yeah.
up
She
there?
just said something that is
So Carmen
speak.
says, easy to speak to you, to what you love and believe. I believe in both of you. I'm so proud to play a part in your journey. Oh, Carmen. I thought we weren't going to talk about Carmen
I
anymore.
know, but she
But
keeps
Carmen-
writing, and then
Carmen, you make it hard to like ignore you.
I am super sad.
I love Carmen.
Oh my God, that's because you have to. She is like somebody she's plugged in somewhere because she's like, boo 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 boo.
Yeah,
She's amazing.
Absolutely.
I love it. I want her to plug into me. So, ladies, I'm moving into my space today. Talk about the universe. I'm opening up my massage practice today.
Yay!
4 o'clock, I moved in. Thank you.
Where is it, Liza? Tell everybody where it is.
It's in New Rochelle. I am partnering with 2 social workers. So it is in the downtown district of New Rochelle.
Yay!
So I'm really excited about that. So I'll be really busy this afternoon moving in and creating the space and envisioning how I want it to be, how I want it to look. And it's been such a joy because I really believe I got here because of your show. When I started logging onto the show and started taking in the information, letting it marinate like a juicy piece of steak, right, in the fridge, letting it sit there for hours, right? The words will sit there week to week. I would sit there and I would take it in and take it in. I would sit and listen in the show, listen to all the people you had on the show. And I'd be like, there's something going on here. I don't know what. Then the reconnection with my mom. Now my real dad is flying in from DR next month. So like all of this, all of these doors are opening up. Now I'm moving into my space. There's definitely something going on. So it's been such a great year. As you said, Margarita, it's been a year, right? But it's been a great year. So, I celebrate you ladies for allowing the balloons to take off for me. You have those beautiful balloons in the back. I have my balloons over here. And I am so, so happy. I am in a space of gratitude. As you said, Margarita, space of gratitude. And I thank God for this time of my life. It is my time.
Yes, it is. Congratulations.
Yes.
Enhorabuena. God bless it all. Well, he has blessed it all. And yes, it's all about trusting your process. Everybody has a different lane to travel. And if you stay in your damn lane, you don't run into traffic, right? So there's nothing to complain about. There's nothing interrupting your journey. And that's what we got to remind ourselves. Stay in your lane. Don't judge. Just support. And that's
so
awesome.
when you go on Super Soul Sunday, because you'll be getting a call soon. So when you're on Super Soul Sunday, right?
Are people allowed to swear on Oprah's channel? Because she might not be able to handle us. Especially not you. Oprah, power of pussy. Could you imagine?
That's it, power of pussy.
Oprah? Come on, Oprah,
That's
say it. Power of pussy, Oprah. Power of pussy.
Exercise the tongue. Chanel asked if it was next to New Rock.
I'm sorry?
If your thing will be next to New Rock.
Yes. It's actually up the street.
Oh, did you go?
Yeah,
Chanel?
it's 200 North Avenue. It's literally because they're doing a whole bunch of reconstruction now. So all these new buildings are popping up. We have like 50 new high rises popping up. So I'm literally in the heart of it, in the middle of all of it. So it's going to be a little bit of a push, only because there's construction going on and these buildings are going to be up in about a year, but that's okay. I'll work it out. I have already a client booked this Sunday, 9 a.m.
There you go.
Clients are booking. So
awesome.
Yeah, they're excited. They're excited. They need to be touched. People need to be touched. So you touch people's hearts, you touch people's lives, you touch people's journey, right? I want to take all of that now and touch people through my hands and give them that physical therapeutic touch. So now that
we've all been missing. We've all been
right. So now that I'm healing, I've healed, and I'm in that process of emotional wellness. It has now come full circle. I'm able to give the best massage that I can possibly give, because in order for me to give, my cup has to be full. I cannot work from an empty cup. So my cup was a little depleted, which I get, but now my cup is full, and what pours out of the cup, I can give to everybody else. Whatever's in the cup is for me.
Yes.
That's how I look at it.
That's how you have to look at it.
That is correct.
But see, people think that by being, they're going to give everything they have, that's going to hold your place in heaven. But then God is looking like, I give everybody the same amount every day. So why are you depleting yours on someone else when you have your own journey? And if people look at it in that way, they'll realize there's no selfishness. Selfishness is when you want to keep yours and the person next to you. You know, that's being selfish. When you have yours, but yet you want somebody to pour from their cup. So, you know, again, when you celebrate your life and you're grateful for what you have and you can share, but then what are you saying about your blessings? We're all giving gifts every day. So you know what? I pray it's already done, maktub, right? So that you learn in this year before all the people start coming to you in the neighborhood.
Right.
But you started now. It gives you time to learn and grow and become like super focused and ready for the rush that's about to come.
And beyond. Doesn't even have to be in the neighborhood, because look at Edith wrote, I need a deep tissue massage. I'll drive it, make my day. See, so she'll drive up
and make a me day. Yeah.
And make a me day. Sorry. So she'll drive up, you know, so, but it's the truth, you know, it's because understand something too, that when you work with a person who does alternative medicine or, you know, holistic healing, like Liza does, therapists, massage therapists do, you also want to connect with them. It's not just about the physical touch, although Liza's phenomenal, but it's also about the energetic and deeper touch, you know? So could you imagine getting a massage from Liza? Like, how phenomenal would that be? I'm blessed because I know so many phenomenal massage therapists, and I know the ones that are just like you, that have that energy. That's because that's going to go through. So if you honor yourself with your self-care and you fill your cup up, when you work on somebody, that's transmitting that to them, and to say, you know what, this is our time. This is our year. This is my day. This is my life. And that's the whole point of the show as well, is to just remind you every single time that we talk to you, whether it's Tuesday, Thursday on this, if it's Friday night, second Friday on the Blog Talk Radio, or now in Clubhouse on Monday afternoons, it's to remind you that this is your life. We never know how long we're going to be here for. We cannot keep making excuses. You know, I'll tell you, I got a little sad yesterday because I was looking at, Nicole Snell. So Nicole Snell has been on the show. She's so awesome. Girls Fight Back, Nicole Snell. She's the one that teaches self-defense. And Nicole is also coming up in the June Blog Talk Radio. She'll be on the night show. She's out of California, but she posted this video, montage of all the things that she does, because she's very adventurous. And I'm looking at going, oh my God, that's how I want to live my life. Like, that's what I want to be. She's like scuba diving, she's boating, she's jumping off things, she's, you know, and riding bikes and all this stuff. I used to do a lot of that stuff. And since I've had kids, I haven't done any of that stuff, which really doesn't need to happen. You know, I want my kids to know. But it got me looking. At first, I got a little sad because I was like, what am I holding back on? Like, why am I not doing this? But then it's a question of, it's your time. It's just, you just have to say you're going to do it and be inspired by those individuals. I kept watching it going, oh my God, she's so awesome. I sent her a message. I want to be you when I grow up, you know, but it's to get inspired. It's to get inspired. Like, our goal is to inspire people to go above and beyond what they even thought was possible. And then it inspires us to do it as well.
That's right. And it's also, you talk about the energy, right? You mentioned about the energy, right? That energy, that is so crucial. So there's an energetic exchange. There's a transference and counter transference of energy between client and therapist, and the energy has to be right. I think what was the disconnect for me was that but obviously COVID, they had stopped us from working, but then getting back on the highway, like sometimes it's hard to get back into, you know, the groove of things, but watching the energetic connection between you two women was very inspiring because you have broken the stigma of how, you know, you got cafe con leche. That's brilliant. That's just brilliant to me. And the exchange, and it blends so well. You guys blend well in a great cup of coffee, I tell you. What kind of, you know, you guys do really, really well.
I'm a latte, right? Because I'm white and she's the cafe.
Here's a little caramel. I'll take a little caramel in mine. You know what I mean? So it's like, you know, it's really right. So it's just watching that energetic connection between you two women gave me the permission to allow myself to get back into the swing of understanding the energy and exchanging that with my client. That's so important. I mean, it was just so important. I was stuck. I was literally stuck and I didn't know how to get out. So, you know, just watching the show, I got unstuck and I was able to get back on my feet. And as soon as I made the connection, as soon as I made the realization, as soon as I said, okay, I'm ready, and the fear got removed, because there was fear there. So as soon as that fear left, right, I was like, I'm not doing this anymore. I'm going to go for what I want. And I made it happen. So kudos to you, Café con Leche.
Yes, so that was beautiful. We were raised that el miedo se deja en la gaveta. When you leave every day, you leave that fear tucked away in the top drawer, because that's what out of us, you know. And
see, that's why I didn't do that, because I didn't speak Spanish, so I didn't understand what they were saying. But I took my fear with me.
Yeah, and a lot of people do, and then they, you know, just. But the thing is that, you know, that when you see it, you travel around that roundabout, and you come back to who you were. And that's the magic. You know, what's old? Old is when you're dead, because there's really nothing you can do at any age. How about that? You know, these 80-year-old women dancing salsa with doing the splits and all that. So it's not. So I think that you know, the fear and the overthinking screws us over all the time.
Yes.
But thank you so much. And I just want a disclaimer. No, mi gente, we did not pay Liza to speak this way this morning.
Let's put some comments. Carmen says it's little wins that fill my cup. I know we all have problems, but it's the little things that people share that keeps us moving forward. Absolutely. Desare says, I get so filled up from the show, and you ladies, Liza, you really have added to this in the last show, and now this. I can even see and feel your peace. Oh, that's so beautiful. She said, you both inspire that great connection between the two of you. Thank you. And we really appreciate all of this. We really do. And, you know, the funny part is we came on with the intention of going through a list of, first off, we came on with the intention we'd have a roundtable discussion. Liza's rocking it all by herself because
Byron sent me a text.
He's
talking to a judge right now.
And then
Tiffany says ready, but I don't see her.
Is she in the right? Hey, there she is. There's Tiffany. All right, we're gonna add Tiff to the. There she is.
Hey, now we got
Hi, Tiffany.
It's like now we got to squeeze in. The boxes get smaller, and we have to squeeze in. So.
Oh, you guys look beautiful.
Can I grab her on? Like, can I do that?
You
like,
can,
is that
because
okay?
you know, I like touch. I
like big cups. You know what I said?
Yeah.
So, yes.
Oh, good. I love it.
Oh, Café con leche.
I don't think it's big enough. So
yes,
you know, I was thinking the same thing.
I'm with you, and we can handle bigger. For sure. There's no question.
Oh, this show is lit. We got talking about big things. Okay.
Yeah.
Growth. Well, let's be clear now. Let's be clear. Bigger's not always better.
No, it's not. And I said that too.
You got to know how to use it.
Chiquito y juguetón, mija.
If you don't know, if you can't use that big cup properly, then don't have the big cup.
Don't have coffee. Have some juice left.
We got the Gladiator just talking in all types of
Now listen, we're super excited. Tiffany, thank you, my beautiful Emerald, for coming on. I know you
sorry I'm late.
You're at work. Liza, let us know, because I will take that ride with Irita for a massage. So Tiffany, we were talking about inspiration. Did you hear Liza?
I did not. I'm so sorry. So I was super busy this morning. I had to do my husband's duties this morning. Kind of had to take my son.
You had to be a mom this morning, damn it, of all days.
I did. Out of all days, I had to do mom things like take him to the bus stop, get him on, make sure he has a book bag. I'm like, do mothers do this every day? It's so exhausting. It's exhausting. I'm not cut out for this shit.
And he's 14 years old. So all you gotta do.
Yeah, it was exhausting. Oh my God. Yeah. So then I had to like real quick, like at least, put a top on and like throw on some makeup so I at least could look decent for you ladies. I did not get to listen to Liza, but I know it was probably or is amazing, whatever it is that she said. So
yeah, totally.
She's just congratulate her. She's opening her massage center.
Yeah.
Oh, congratulations, my love.
Thank you. I was telling these beautiful guru ladies that I was stuck, and the reason by over the months watching their show has brought me back full circle in what I'm supposed to be doing. I am the muscle whisperer. I am a massage therapist. Okay, I'm a massage therapist. I will always be a massage therapist, and that was what I'm going to do for the rest of my life. I will help people, heal people, and bring people back full circle without saying a word through the power of touch, and let them understand that their inner strength is there. And when you let go and you assist by the power of touch, you release all of that stuff that was stuck there without saying a word. Yes. And this allows that individual to start their own walk, own journey, own healing process. And all you was the vehicle. You were the driver, and you let them out. That's it. Wow. And I think that is so important for me. That is my calling. That is my purpose. That's why I winded up in massage school. And now it's time to do the work. And that's where I'm at right now.
Oh, my goodness.
That was beautiful, Liza. That was fantastic.
Thank you.
Yes. Oh my God, like your whole like mantra, when you build your page, your website, girl, I want you to word for word go back on this and write all that down, okay? Because it was perfection, perfect.
Thank you so much. Yeah, and actually, my website, I do have the website, which is it's called Experience Liza Tuck, Experience a Deeper Self. That is my title on my website that I'm working on. Experience a deeper self, which is true. If I want to touch, I want to connect to your soul. It's not just a tissue, past the superficial layer of the tissue.
Girl, sign me up.
It's your soul.
Touch my soul. When's my appointment?
Oh, girl, touch my soul.
It's soulful. Ready for this? Add a plátano in there. Soulful touching, honey.
Ooh.
Café con leche con un poquito de plátano and some collard greens. Soulful touching. Add some collard greens up in there.
So quick. I love you said that you are the muscle whisperer. I think that's great as well. I'm not sure if you use it already. I missed a lot, ladies. So if I'm saying
that was the first time she threw it out there. So yes, I agree. Yeah. Like, that's great.
I think that would be.
You better trademark that, bitch.
Mama.
Yeah. You laugh. I'm serious. I just trademark magically orgasmic. I ain't trying
there you go.
Just in case. Yeah. So I feel like that is a great slogan, just something to use that someone is always, people remember shit like that. You know what I'm saying? Like those little things that, she's the muscle whisperer, she's magically orgasmic. People are going to remember things like that kind of click in their heads that they won't forget you. So even if they might forget your name and they were telling their friends about your business,
they won't forget her spirit.
The muscle whisperer. Oh my God, I met this lady and she's the muscle whisperer. And when they Google, look up, ask someone else, they're gonna know who it is. You know what I'm saying?
Yep.
Yeah, I totally get it. Yeah. My Angelo said something too. People will never forget how you make them feel.
Yes.
Right? So you might forget what you did, whatever, but people will never ever forget how you made them feel. That will always be that blueprint in their mind. Their, whatever you did, how you ever made them feel, whatever resonated with them at that time, that's what keeps people coming back.
Absolutely.
Whether they're good communicators or not, people want to feel whatever it is that you gave them. That's release. That's a relief for them. They want to feel good. People in general, these ladies, people in general want to feel good. They do not want to wake up feeling any kind of way. People wish that they could feel good all day long, right? But if you can provide that drop, that essential oil drop on them, that soulful oil drop on them, right? If you drop that on them just like that, and you give them the inspiration, say, you know what, I can feel good. I can feel good every day. And you deserve it. That's when you change people's lives. You know what I mean? Just like the show has given me permission, right? It's given me permission to stop with the fear, let go of the fear, stop it already. Enough of that. We don't need to do that anymore. And move into the next stage of your life. And don't let anything that's there, I'm taking care of my mother right now. Who cares?
Yeah, just
I'm not operating in fear anymore.
Amen.
Well, let's do this. So let's do this. One of the things that we wanted to do today was actually go through the list of all the conversations that we've had this year. But before we do that, we actually have something a little special that Francia put together for us. And so we're going to go ahead and put this on and let it play for everybody. So it's just going to close us off in the background, and hopefully it'll go as it's supposed to go. So
then we'll come back.
Then we'll come back.
We don't have to.
There we go.
Awesome. I love it.
It was my first time seeing it because, of course, I was running late.
People you guys had on the show. Like,
we had quite a few.
It sounds funny.
Yeah, you sound funny. It's you.
It's you.
Yeah, I think it's your mic, your microphone. So here's what we're gonna do. There we go. Oh, that's better.
No,
still bad. All right, we're gonna have to mute you until you can figure it out. You might have to log off, Tiff, and then log back on. So we're gonna go through a list of all the topics that we started off with. And then after we read the list between now and up to last week, but then we could talk about some of these. Because remember, today's show ends at 9:30. We were going to go extra. If you could stay on the whole time, great. If not, it's no big deal. But we just wanted to just mention the titles of what we started with and how we've grown. Okay. So our first show was May 9th, Introduction. Then May 12th. Oh, no, that wasn't the Sexy Moms. It was May 12th was Are You Boring? May 14th, Sexy Moms, and that was with Tiffany as a guest. May 19th, Bad Dates, How to Be Happy with Ephraim, What's Your Problem? Are You Stuck on a Problem? Is the Problem You? Self-Sabotage, Fear of Success with Lisa German. Body Image Part 1, Body Image Part 2 with Lillian Maldonado. Compassion Part 1, Compassion Part 2 with Nan Janice. Stupid Expressions, what the fuck does that mean? Food and Sex with Ephraim. What's in Your Junk Drawer? What's in Your Junk Part 1? What's in Your Junk Drawer Part 2 with Laura Toriano. Are you a shoe whore? What do your clothes tell about you? With Francia. Book club reading. We read Brenda's Beaver Needs a Barber. Don't You Cry Girl with Kelly Surratt. Panic versus Peace. What did you learn from the pandemic the last 4 months? What's holding you back? What are your excuses? Sweet or salty? Do you sweeten your problems or do you throw salt in the wounds? Finding balance. Being intentional with Diana Negron. Let's talk about sex. Orgasms. I believe did Ephraim jump into that one? I can't remember. Because we were supposed to have a different guest and then he didn't make it. Craziest places you have had sex, masturbation with Ephraim. You see, there's a common thing with Ephraim's conversations, if you notice.
He's nasty.
Menopause, what is age? How old are you? And how old do you feel with Ephraim? Let's talk about a-holes and douchebags. Is transparency truth with Marcia Lim? Are you high or low maintenance? Self-worth, how much are you worth with Kenyatta Banks? I forgot a lot of these too. Relationship red flags part 1, relationship red flags part 2 with Laura Toriano. Toxic relationships part 1, toxic relationships part 2 with Nan Janice. Redesigning your life after bad choices. What the hell does he mean with Ephraim? Ephraim's been on a lot. I didn't realize how many times he's been on.
Because we like to look at him.
Yes, I agree. Love and romance with Shelley Paris. That was a good one.
Mm-hmm.
Let's see. Being kind and showing love with Dory DiCarlo. How big is too big? How small is too small? Social stigmas, men versus women with Byron Roquemore. Get off your ass. The power of vulnerability with Shelley Paris. Domestic violence part 1. Domestic violence part 2 with Lillian Maldonado. And we had a Satya calendar on as well. Breast awareness part 1. Breast awareness part 2. I know we had people on that one. I didn't seem to write anything. Being a caregiver part 1, being a caregiver part 2. For some odd reason, I don't have people all the way. So if I'm forgetting people, I apologize. Coping with work and kids at home, kindness, holidays with COVID, mental health issues and substance abuse with Byron. Are you disruptive? Conversations from the barbershop with Jonathan Pookie Cruz. Narcissist part 1, narcissist part 2 with Laura Toriano. Hindsight is 2020 part 1. Hindsight is 2020 part 2. We did narcissist part 3 with Laura. We changed that. Then self-centered versus centered self. Stop apologizing and defending yourself with Maritza Figueroa. Connections, what triggers you with Maritza Figueroa. FU 2020. And then we did Happy New Year with Ephraim. And then that brought us into this year. And I won't read up to last week, but we had Forgive and Forget, No More Captain Save a Ho or Save a Bro with Byron, Generations of Wisdom, Life on Your Terms with Jonathan Pookie Cruz, Magic of Chaos, The Humanness of Aging with Tasha Chimbila, Walking in Solitude Part 1, Walking in Solitude Part 2, that was with Nicole Snell. Uncomfortable Conversations, talking about diversity, that was part 1. Uncomfortable Conversations, part 2, Race Relations, Respect and Accountability, that was with Liza. Who Loves You, Falling in and Out of Love, part 1. Who Loves You, Moving On with Bridget Williams. Someday, I Am Legend with Legend Thurman. Sexual Fantasies Part 1, Sexual Fantasies Part 2 with therapist Jody Rabinowitz, or Jody Williams. I Am Every Woman, From Hood to Bougie with Chanel Hernandez. Fuck the Fear with Michelle Sanchez Boyce. Are You an Empath with Supriya Prasad. The Power of Pussy with Byron. From Documentation to Epiphany with Dr. Christine Sawyer, and she was a trip. Mm-hmm. We have to have Dr. Christine back on. If Women Ruled the World with Nicole Young. The Shit Show of Our 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s with Nicole Lupashansky. I'm getting tired of reading. Women Coffee Conversation with Tiffany and Francia. Are You an April Fool? Ephraim. Politically Incorrect. Are We Too Sensitive? Internalizing Trauma. Linda McBee. Pray, Meditate, Love. Do Your Feet Hurt with Carmen? And our 100th episode celebration with comedian Sandra Valls. Maktab. Loving Yourself and Learning Yourself. The Heart of the Matter with Karen Sammer. All the way up to last week, which was Building from the Broken with Olympic hopeful for Puerto Rico, Gabby Scott, and Opening the Gates for the Age of The Prophetess. What we switched to, what did we switch it to?
It was about honoring mothers.
Yes, honoring mothers with Liza, who jumped in.
Such a great show.
And it was a great show. You know, we got so much feedback from that show, Liza.
Wow.
Oh, wow.
The other piece of that was just also to show you how you know, you shift and you flow. Shit happens. We don't even realize that, you know, we expect things to go a certain way and they don't always go a certain way. And shifting and flowing is really important. So it's really great that you were able, we really appreciate that you jumped in there, but, and it would turn out to be a phenomenal show anyway. And we'll have Kira on. It was a miscommunication and she was very, very, oh my God, she felt so bad. She missed the show, but we had a very diverse, titles for our show and very diverse topics, right?
Are you comfortable? It feels like,
yeah. It gets smaller the box. If Byron does make it on, we're going to be like, really? We're going to be
that really looks like a good cup of coffee right there.
on your lap,
Right?
you know?
it's like what the heck? But yeah, you know, and the diversity that we bring with our topics, and then the diversity of the people who want to join us regarding, because they can pick and choose what topics they're comfortable talking about. That's what makes it so good. We don't just say, oh, Liza, you're on and we're talking about how do you change a pamper. You know what I mean? It's we give you the option.
You're so random.
That really was.
Why does that surprise you? Like my fear is tucked way in the back of the closet. Fuck the top drawer. So I'm gonna say you know, and you're my kid. I can't believe you just said that.
No, I'm just saying you said diaper, Mom, and I said that was random.
You know what? It's okay. It is random, but what happens is that's what we bring, and that's what you bring, and that's what we gift the world.
Absolutely.
It's true emotions. It's true, real topics that people are even afraid to think about, but we discuss in full length, and we do it with laughter, and we do it with tears, and we do it with a human, such a deep human emotion that we can connect worldwide with it.
Absolutely.
You know, maybe E.T. was watching and they like it, and that's why they try to come down, and that's what was sighted in the skies like about 6 or 7 months ago, because you never know.
Again, very random. I'm happy we're going this whole random route. It's great. It's fucking great.
It's that big cup.
Diapers,
But you know what? I
aliens.
don't care. Tú te calla, okay?
I'm just saying. I think you ladies, I do have to run, but I wanted to tell you guys how proud, and I mean that from the bottom, and I know I speak for many, anyone who watches your show every morning. You ladies bring some different shit. You know what I mean? Like, when you talk about the realness that, Mom, you were just saying right now before you went sideways with the aliens, you know, you guys,
I'll be home soon.
Yeah, I love you. I love you. You guys bring that, like you said, that realness. You know, we always have, whether it be women or men, single, kids or no kids, there's always that subject that you don't know how to bring up to a friend or to anyone, right? So you don't want to talk about it because it's embarrassing or whatever the case might be. All of a sudden, you come on to Viva and they're fucking talking about it, and then it's like, oh, it's okay to talk about it. So you guys bring that to where you open up that comfort level to so many different subjects and so many different people. And I know you guys have even done it for me. So thank you. So if you guys have done it for me, imagine how many people you guys have touched in so many different ways with laughter and tears, like you said. So what I'm trying to say is I'm proud of you. I love you both. I pray and I send many, many, many positive vibes your way, because this is only going to get bigger, ladies. You guys are going to grow into, you guys are flourishing already.
We're going to get Oprah to say pussy on live TV.
Oh my God, that will be the day. I cannot wait to be there to see that.
I can't.
No,
I need to be
there. You guys are almost there. You guys are almost there. You guys are almost on Oprah.
Thank you. Thanks,
So,
Tiffany.
And I know you didn't say that because you're just my baby.
I know. So you could just go ahead and cash at me the $150 you promised me for saying all that, okay?
Sounds good.
Thanks. Lori, you too. So
thank you.
I love you guys.
But that's what it's about. It's about life is a give and take, right? So this platform that we've created with our own little sazon and adobo over here, that is what we do, and that is why the connection has been good. And does everybody see eye to eye and everything? No, and that's the beauty of friendship, of partnership. As long as that modicum line of respect is always solid, we're gonna have differences, but the end of the day is that we both add flavor, and we give from a place that only is filled with gratitude. So with that, people will pick it up, and you know, that's beautiful.
Yes.
And celebrate that, and you know, to celebrate you guys. And what does Iris talk about? Tiffany, she gets piffy, touchy. No, I don't. And then she goes, because she hates the word pussy.
Oh no, I think is she talking about Oprah?
No, she's talking about
Tiffany.
Oh, I don't like that word.
But anyway, so thank you. You know what, you ladies?
Maybe we could say vagina.
You know,
JJ.
I'm okay with saying it once. My mom likes to say it 18 fucking times back to back, and that's where it becomes.
And I likes to
You know
hug
what
for
I
20
mean?
seconds, and she likes to hug like this, separate.
Yeah, I don't.
So, yeah.
I don't
If
like
I can
to
hear it all day
touch.
long, Tiffany, if I can hear it all day long, Tiffany, if I can hear that word all day long, it's such a kicker for me. It really, I
Liza
love
has become like, she's owned this word since she heard Gladiator Guru say it. She's been like all over. That's all she texts me. She'll just send that over, you know.
Well, I've been hearing it since I came out her fucking pussy. So I don't know. Maybe that's what it is, you know. That's probably
because I've always been that open. I've always been that forward. I've always stood behind what I believe in, regardless what room I was in. And my daughter, I brought my kids with me to demonstrations, to presentations, and so they always saw who I was about.
They acted up when she's holding the badge. She showed up at people's
But your
houses
mom
with
says
a
it's
car.
so good, yo. She says it with conviction. That's what I like about it.
That's it. All day. Bridget says that we have great balance. Thank you, Bridget. I mean, we got to read comments, but Tiffany,
yes,
you know, Liza, my daughter just popped up like slut magic. Thursday around 1 o'clock in the morning, and then left Friday afternoon back to Florida. She only came for my book reading and my book signing, and she was traveling on her 25th birthday, which, like, you know, my daughter is like gave up her whole birthday celebration to make my evening special. So, you know, and that was beautiful.
Yes,
it was beautiful. So when I get
back, I have to use your term. You said slut magic. I love that.
That's her.
Yeah, I came up. Yeah, I came up with it a while ago.
Birthday, my friend Erica Balahala, I don't know if she's been on today, and Tiffany, we went to New Orleans, right? So we're standing outside of our like hotel that was built in the 1800s, and so Erica calls, you know, she does an Uber. So we light a cigarette, right? And we take a first puff, and the Uber's there. And Tiffany like, well, damn, you just popped up like slut magic. We just called you. The guy
he died. He was like, I'm gonna use that. Yeah. And I'm like, go. You got to see people at work, almost everyone I know, and it still tickles them. Like, I've been saying that for a long time, but I can say it like randomly in a conversation. I'd be like, oh, you know, this bitch done popped up like slut magic, or I popped up like slut magic, and it still like does that whole like tickle. So go for it. Now everybody in the world is gonna hear it, and they're
so trademark that one too.
Anyone who makes memes, feel free to put me on a meme with slut magic.
That's right. Here we go. Sounds good.
I love it.
That is good. Tiffany has been turning 25 for the past 10 years.
Yeah.
So,
and just to echo off of Tiffany, just to echo what Tiffany said, you know, Tiffany was talking about you guys bring topics that people, and I guess in normal day-to-day conversations, are afraid to even talk about, or they might offend someone or whatever. But that's what I like about this show, because it's a lot of these conversations that people want to have are taboo, right? So they don't have them. So this is like New Orleans right here. You could just, whatever happens, you could say whatever you want. This is the body right here. This is it right here. So
like
need to allow people to talk.
Yeah. Like, you know how in Vegas they say what happens in Vegas stays in Vegas. That's the only difference. It doesn't stay here. It goes everywhere else. So
it's just all over the place.
Just know that whatever is said here, everybody's going to hear. So you better just be ready and be,
But you teach people, how to open up, right? Like you teach people that it is okay to have a conversation about something you've been thinking about. You've been thinking about it. Don't say you haven't been. Don't say that never this topic never crossed your mind in passing in years past or whatever. You've thought about it from time to time. You just didn't have the courage to have a conversation because you wasn't sure how people were going to receive it. Right? Whatever that is.
It's also too, you don't have the right people to talk to. So this is why your guys' platform kind of opens up that that it's okay to talk about it. It's okay to feel this way. It's okay to, you know what I'm saying? Whatever it might be. And you guys give that. So it's not easy all the time to. There's a lot of people I am blessed to be able to pick up the phone and call anyone, no matter what topic it is, and talk about it, whether it be embarrassing or happy or, you know what I mean, something to be congratulated about. But everybody doesn't have that. So to have a show like your guys, I could only imagine for those people that can't pick up the phone and call their mom, like Margie, at a drop of a dime, or pop up like Slut Magic in Connecticut at 2 o'clock in the morning. You know, for literally great conversation and just to be close to people. And not everybody has that. So you guys are bringing that, and more power to you, because I do not know one other show that does what you guys do. You guys are fucking amazing.
Even Jerry Springer, that's a hot mess. I mean, he doesn't talk about, you know, they're fighting over there, you know?
No paternity tests. I'm like,
but yeah, you know, thank you for that. And if you, and I'm going to ask each one of you, because I woke up, and as I'm making coffee this morning, I wrote something, wisdom in waiting. And I think it was born from the conversation we had on Clubhouse last night, how it's not about how many likes and that we get on social media. We know who we are. We know what we're about. And it's just having acquired through this year the wisdom in knowing that we're trusting the process. So we're going to be, you know, knowledgeable in our wait time to get on Super Soul Sunday. So with that being said, if you can share with the audience, what are you grateful for? What have you, since, let's just say, what's today? Since Thursday, since our last show today, something that you celebrate. What would you tell people that felt good for you to celebrate? Whether a phone call with your mom, or reconnecting with your dad in the DR, or popping up. Like, what, if you can tell somebody, be grateful, or I celebrated this about me, what would it be? Do you want to start?
No.
I would have to say that I will celebrate the beautiful connection between my mom and myself. That has been the most important thing for me. I would have never imagined that would have ever happened. I celebrate that. It has really allowed me to understand that people are differences. Do not allow differences to get in the way of any relationship. Understand the dynamic of what's going on. Sit back, pay attention, watch it a little bit. Watch the relationship, see why is this happening, but do not allow your ego to get in the way. I think that's very important. And do not allow your controllingness to get in the way, because things don't go the way you want them to go. So you decide to go like that, right? That has taught. So what I've learned in my relationship, is to be humble and accept what has been given to me and what life has now given to me again, a second chance, and I will not take this for granted. So I'm grateful for this time. I'm grateful for your show, and I will always support your show 100%. It is a life-changing show if you participate. That's how I see it.
Thank you.
Wow.
Liza, seriously.
I don't even want to talk
Tiffany, what
after
you got?
Liza. She always makes my shit. I always feel like, you know, like the kid that don't know how to talk, like, and then I sing. Making me sound
Is
like
that
a
not my
damn
kid or what?
third grader. I am still laughing.
She's
Can I
so
talk?
funny.
Can I talk? We gonna laugh. You need a minute, Margie? You get you know, when I got back, well, I do. Everyone knows that. Everyone who knows me knows that, you know, my birthday is a big deal, right? So it's like usually all about me. It's all about me all the time, but on my birthday, it's really fucking all about me. Like, no, like legit, I expect the entire month, but especially the week of my birthday, I need my family to go ham, right, Ma? Like my husband flies me out, we doing something, and I want to go ahead and celebrate that. It felt amazing to get on a plane, have absolutely no plans for my birthday, not even think about my birthday. I gave two shits about my birthday this year because it was all about this woman. And all I wanted to do was be there for her, even if it was the day before. And usually she'd make it happen to be here or we'd be together for my birthday. Again, birthdays are a big deal in our family. So for me not to feel like, oh my gosh, she's doing a book signing the day before my birthday, I thought, wow, how fucking awesome is this? Let me book a flight. So for me to reverse my thinking now that I'm getting older, you know, now that I'm 25 years old, it's a big deal.
Again?
Right, again. Right. So when I heard when you turn 25 10 times, that eventually you learn shit like this. You learn that you need to put some selfishness, some of it, not all of it, because I love me and I'm selfish and I love that shit about me. So I ain't changing. But I did give it up a little bit when I popped up and I surprised her. And it felt so great. So to, I guess, congratulate the new Tiffany, and then when I came home and my kids just made it just so special and personalized baked cakes, and it didn't matter about these extravagant, expensive gifts. It was these personalized little touches, and how when I got home and how much my kids missed me, and how bad they felt that they didn't spend my birthday with them, right? It was almost like, I can't believe you weren't here for your birthday. So it was a different it was a different type of year, I should say. So I want to congratulate that. But yeah, that's it. That's all I got.
Beautiful. That's actually really.
I told you, Liza. That's
Yes.
what I'm celebrating.
Yeah,
I'm
no,
sorry.
that's
Told
nice.
you, Liza makes me, you know, sound like a third grader and shit. She come out here talking all nice and shit. You know what I'm saying? Like, oh my god.
No, that's
so
you know that's and that's the you know Bridget wrote that this is a diverse platform and we can really learn and share here.
I'm on Willa Show.
And that's absolutely correct. Because we're all so different, yet we share the same emotion. We share the same connectedness, the same unity, you know? And what I love about, Viva is that we are women empowerers, right? I'm like, even in my coaching, I prefer just women. I prefer uplifting women. She's a mix, which is also, you see how we go hand in hand. But it is everything that the platform is to give and take, give and receive, and that's what we do. So you are going to share an experience in a different tone, a different pitch, a different emotion, and that's the beauty of us all. Look at Lily White over here. You know,
but she's perfect.
Again, random.
I'm not gonna call you for the vanilla.
Are you saying like I'm vanilla? I didn't think I was that vanilla. I think I had a little bit of something on the side. I don't know.
A little cream.
Yeah,
Cream.
I think so. I don't think I'm that.
I like a little cream in my coffee. Just a little bit.
I don't think I have an accent.
Either.
Let me touch you something. It's not a something. You know what a something is? A something is when the person has such an accent that they say, "Let me touch you something." So they're a something. You ever meet those people?
Coño.
shit.
Coño.
Is that supposed
But
to
yeah,
be Margie?
Yeah. She's being funny.
That
Because
is
everybody says I have an accent. I don't have an accent. But the celebration. So for all those that are still on, thank you for saying that. And remember, like what we did today, and it was so important. And I want Lori to
Yes.
share because Lori, she is that person. Everything has to be planned, and I'm like, well, let's just show up and be real, And then sometimes I'm feeling her energy right now, and I'm watching her do this under the table. Okay.
Oh
So
no,
I
that's
want
just
her
my
to
nervous
share.
energy.
I want her to share what did you celebrate? What's your thing for this Viva year? What, even if you share from the last week or share from the last year, just what?
I think for me, the show has just, aside from the fact that it has created a best friend for me, because I've gotten so close to Gladiator Guru, but it's made me step up into my life. It's just the banter between us and then the guests and the tribe. It's just made me look at things differently. So that's what I've celebrated. I've celebrated my growth throughout all of this. And yes, I am a little anal sometimes with some of this, but I think it's a good balance. Like I keep us on track, but at the same time, I can fly by the seat of my pants. And you're like fly by the seat of your pants, but you have to give yourself credit because you do have an organizational style.
Yeah,
to you.
she
So,
does.
And
It's crazy, but she got one.
Yeah, she does. It is. So it's I think that's what I'm celebrating is the fact that this has been a great platform. The tribe doesn't really, I don't know, maybe you do know, maybe you don't know, but it's been so beneficial to our growth and our ability to get through the year with the stuff the challenges that we've had. It's an escape for us. We'll be like, we can both be having like a really crappy morning, and then we get on and maybe you didn't sleep the night before because you had been up with your mom, and then I know my day's going to get long because of my kids and all this other stuff. But then in this moment in time, it's like we're present and we're so in the space, and it's been so therapeutic. So that's what I celebrate. I celebrate the fact that this has been as much of a growth for me and as it has been for the tribe. And I'm really grateful for that.
And ditto, because everything.
Oh, you sound like a third grader now.
Ditto. Because it's true what you said. Exactly it. And we did what we were supposed to do. We picked our yellow brick road, and we're traveling it, and we're paving it with laughter. We paved it with tears.
Yes.
Some of our sorrows stood behind as building blocks for others to climb. And we built a little rock. What is those things you build the rocks and you leave a flower on it along the way? What are those things called?
I don't know.
And our grief was placed with those stones that have now are paving the people walking up behind us.
Right.
But the grief it's like they're shining now and they're able to walk. And that's how we grow. People, you must honor your grief and your sorrow in order to celebrate your
Absolutely.
joy. And people forget that, and then they're ashamed of it. But you know what? I paved my road as I'm walking it so that the person behind me can have an easier flow. And so
That's nice.
So this is what Viva Cafe con Leche is, and and I honor it, and I love it, and I make this thing. And yes, I didn't sleep when I was taking care of mommy, but I must confess that I have fallen in love. I've been watching Korean flicks, right? And this is one guy that I want to watch everything he's in because he just makes me
Feel some type of way?
So if you watch Memories of Alhambra on Netflix, the guy is divine. But it's a fantasy, and we can have fantasies. It's allowed. When you get excited over Viva and you're planning and you're like, yes, and the books and the audio and everything else going on in my life. He's just so delicious to look at. And it's safe because I could never touch him.
I love Korean. I grew up with my godmother, who was my mother's best friend, who was Korean. So I got to learn a little bit of the language. So she used to come in the house and whatever. She goes, 안녕하세요. And we're like, okay, 안녕하세요. Like means hello. And then they'd be like, 조금요, meaning like I speak a little bit of Korean. So she would have this dialogue with us when we were kids. And when you say Korean, I was like, I love their food. Oh, I learned how to make kimchi.
He loves his food.
And I can't say his name because I don't want to butcher it, but Maron, it's like one of those, you know, when you orgasm 10 times, but you still got that 4th of July one at the end to do. That's how he is.
This is the proof positive of this platform. Like, this is the conversation that we have, you know, 4th of July fireworks, orgasm.
You know, when you're watching the fireworks, you're like, ooh, look at how pretty. So I have those.
Especially the end one. Woo!
I have those. And then at the end, you're like, oh my God, how did they do that? Look at how, oh my God, look at those colors, look at that. So that's how I associate with my organ.
So, all right, before we go, the anal retentive person, the badass with the anal retentive, we do need to make some acknowledgments here, right? So we wanted to honor our tribe members. So we're going to have a couple of contests. We have a couple of people that we're sending stuff to, and we've sent stuff out already. So we do want to acknowledge 2 people. We want to acknowledge Tiffany Bryan, and we want to acknowledge Michelle Houston for being the most loyal live watchers. They have watched every single episode. They have been, if not the entire episode, they have jumped on and off for most of the episode. So we sent both of them flowers from Viva Cafe con Leche, and we know Michelle got hers. We hope that Tiffany got hers because it should have got delivered last night. So we got hers. We want to acknowledge our most loyal tribe member from the get-go. This woman has, every time we've asked to share a cup, she shared a cup. She's sent people to watch the show. She has shared it. She's referred like crazy. She's engaged the most, and this would be Iritza. Iritza, we have been promising you a gift for the cup, the Taza de Cafe challenge, which you won like a year ago. So we are coming on this promise. So we are going to send you a special gift. And then we're going to ask all of you out there, we would love for you, we want to have a contest, and it has to be through Facebook only. We can't do it through YouTube, unfortunately. But we are going to ask you to share as much as possible this video with as many people as you can in your Facebook, and it will tell us who has shared the most. And we ask how you who told you about the show. So we also want to know, like, if you were referred, who referred you to the show? If it was Gladiator Guru, then you're right, that's who it was. But we also want you to just share that with us through comments, and we're going to start polling these things together. And we would really, really like to start sending out some gifts to all of you that have participated and shared and really got this going. We're not just saying this to bribe you, okay, maybe a little bit, but we are saying that we really want this to skyrocket this year. We've done really well. We want to see our views being about 500, at least 500 views an episode, and including on the YouTube. So we want to see more subscribers. We want to see all that stuff because, again, we feel we have such a great platform for people, and we want everybody to know. You got to put that up. Oh, what?
Look where Iritza wrote. Shit, I'm throwing my sneakers on now. She's coming for her gift. Liza, I'm so proud of you.
Yeah.
It's coming to a close, but I just wanted to go travel the roundabout. Back to you.
Yeah.
It's amazing. My daughter did text me. She looked at the time and realized how late she had to go to work. She works an hour away from her home.
Oh wow.
It was late. But you know, I'm happy you shared this. I'm happy that your puzzle pieces are coming together, regardless of how dusty or chipped they were, because they were thrown at the back of your dresser drawer or behind it, because you never know, right?
Right.
The importance is that they fit. They still fit. The polishing comes afterwards. So I'm happy with that, and your business. I mean, that's what we strive to achieve. Is leaving our mark on something. So, enhorabuena. Wish you much success, and we will be down here. But you know what? 4, 7 times and ride like the motherfucking Phoenix on the 8th.
That's right.
Don't let nothing sidetrack you. You know, people walking through your door. You know what? Sometimes God doesn't allow people to walk through our doors because they don't have no business being here. And we wish we had this, and we wish, and he's like, yo, chill. I got this. So we just
Right.
got to trust the process.
Trust the process. Yeah.
Trust the
all
process.
the time.
Yes, me and Lori have talked about that a lot of times. We've had many conversations about the process, right, Lori?
Oh, yeah.
You know.
And you have to be reminded of that. You have to be reminded that even in the best of, you know, as grown at your growth level that you think you are at, you have to still remind yourself, because there will always be challenges. And so that's what our job is to remind all of you to trust in the process. And you, every single time we work with all of you, you're reminding us to trust in the process. And so we really want to thank all of you. And we are going to, we have a few minutes left, but I think it's probably ready for.
I just want to say from the Badass Buddha, grab your balloon, is that we're going to close out. But for all of those who hung in there these 90 minutes with us, we celebrate you. We are celebrating all of you and all of your efforts to be here, to be sneaking us in on your earphones from work when you're supposed to be typing something, or sitting in a boring meeting like you're driving to work, or just sipping your taza de cafe with us. We celebrate you, and we will continue to celebrate you.
Absolutely.
And
with that, so what do you want to say? We want to do our closeout.
Yes.
Thank you, everybody, for coming on. We will see you on Thursday. Who is our Thursday guest? We have oh my gosh,
we have a guest.
We have a guest. Hold on, wait a minute. It's here. It's Sarah Salter. We're going to be talking about busting the myth of the bucket list. So it'll be very good about traveling and getting through travel this time, and getting past our fears and really exploring things. So, and she specializes in traveling with special needs kids, because she has 3 of them. So she's an amazing lady. So anyway, Liza, thank you for coming on. Byron didn't make it. We're gonna have to talk crap to Byron for not coming on. He chose to talk to somebody else besides us. How dare he?
Somebody called the judge.
The judge, right? So he couldn't handle the power of pussy today. That's really what it comes down to. So everyone, we will see you on Thursday. Thank you for celebrating this 1 year with us.
And congratulations, ladies. Congratulations.
Thank you. And remember, from the Badass Buddha, remember, be you, be real, and be extraordinary.
And from the Gladiator Guru, breathe in the beauty and breathe out the bullshit. Namaste.
Namaste, everyone. Bye.